I mean, I think about like, for example, like Jesse, he met the president at the same time I met the president.
Yeah.
He been here.
Oh,
I've been
dude,
before
what was that
you.
like? What was meeting the president like?
The president, he was cool, man. I talked to him about Hawaii.
Super soft hands.
He's listening right now.
He said
so.
super soft hands. I didn't even get to go, so
He was in Europe.
yeah.
What about, dude, Marshawn? Marshawn didn't even go.
Yeah, you know, he's
But
different
you know,
type of
Sean's a different dude.
He was
when it
busy.
He doesn't really. I mean, I think people make it a bigger deal than what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, if he has his, you know, you have your choice. If you want to go, you don't want to go.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know that doesn't excite him, so he didn't go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think Marshawn's one of the smartest people I've ever met in my life.
People don't give him enough credit, you know?
Because man, to be the, I mean, whatever he stands for it, no matter what. You know, if he doesn't.
We need more players like that. Honestly, like I feel like everybody feels like they have to be a certain way, or you know, the money gets cut off. You know, like guys just don't go for what they believe anymore. You know what I mean? It's more of a I'm gonna do this
You're
because
saying as opposed to like the athletes like the Jim Browns back in the
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
Obviously, we really wanted to
It's
say.
interesting that you say that because I was talking to USA Today and I was talking about that. You know, like for example, like if something goes on in the black community, like as an athlete or as an NFL player, you can't really say anything because you get ridiculed at work. They say, oh, you can't tweet about that, but they'll want you to tweet about something. Oh, tweet that so and so is coming here, but you can't tweet about things that really matter. And it's like it's absurd. Like sometimes, I mean, like it's like freedom of speech, but it's not freedom of speech.
I honestly, man, I find they won't even give you the opportunity to speak. If you said something real, I bet you said a lot of real shit to USA Today.
Yeah.
And they probably wrote what they wanted to write.
Yeah.
Because
No
when
question.
I left, I said a lot of stuff about the NFL for guys in the NFL and for retired guys, and they really picked and chose how they wanted to say
no
it,
question.
You know.
And that's why you got to be careful with the media, man. Like I've gotten, you know, you'll say something and they'll say what you said, but they'll like pick certain words and make it sound completely different from what you know.
I mean,
what you
'cause
tried
You
to
can't really
say.
say nothing no more.
The
man.
meaning
can't.
of what you were
You
trying to
can't.
say.
You say the right thing, they're gonna think you're saying the wrong thing. You say the wrong thing, they're gonna probably make it out so you're like it's the right
But
thing.
you know what, though? I feel like people these days, they like watchers. They live vicariously through everybody else, and that's sad, you know, because then it's like nobody's really doing anything. Everybody's like, oh, look at Kim Kardashian, she's doing that, so they're living like through her. And like when you're a player, they want to live through you. And when you say something wrong, it's like, oh, I wouldn't have said that in that situation. You don't know what you would have said in that situation.
Hey, but they want to live the highlight reel though. They don't live like everything else we got to do.
No, yeah.
Like people that they're like, oh, you're from Australia. They don't see I got to travel for 3 days every time I got to try and go home.
Yes,
they
man.
don't see me see my family 6 times in the last 6 years.
I know, man. When you told me that, I was like, man,
That's tough right
that's
there.
tough, man.
Like
Especially for
I
a
go
young
back,
guy.
I see my little brother. I don't even know what he looks like no more. He gets so big, you know what I mean? Like I go back and I'm like,
That's tough.
people are like, oh man, I got to fly 2 hours to go home. If I was that close, I would jog. And when I was hurt, I would have crushed too.
Nah, man, no, that's
crazy.
crazy, man.
They want to make fans of everybody, though. Look at politics. You're just a fan of politics. You're a fan of sports. You're a fan of movies. You're a fan. Everyone's a watcher to an extent.
You say something, you get criticized though.
Yeah.